Stick with us, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more gripping historical journey. Picture a city under siege. Soviet tanks, led by Marshal Zhukov, grind through Berlin streets. Now less than a kilometer from the Reich. From the West, American and British forces sweep through Germany, seizing Munich, Hamburg, and Nuremberg. The Nazi regime is crumbling. Its dream of a 1,000-year empire reduced to ash. Deep underground, the Führerbunker is a fortress of concrete and steel, 9-foot-thick ceilings, 6.5-foot-thick floors, walls over a meter wide, built to withstand bombs. It's a grim sanctuary, split into two sections. The Führerbunker, housing staff and supplies, and the Führerbunker, where Hitler, his partner Eva Braun, and his closest allies cling to a fading cause. The air is damp, heavy with mold, and the constant hum of generators underscores the tension. Fear of capture hangs like a specter, more terrifying than any bomb. The Führerbunker is a microcosm of a dying regime. Narrow corridors flicker with dim lights, leading past a dining area where Hitler's vegetarian meals are prepared and a massive air purification system hums to guard against gas attacks. Magda Goebbels' room shelters her and her 6 children, a stone's throw from the quarters of Hitler's secretaries, bodyguards, and aides. Deeper still lies Hitler's private domain, a modest office with a black phone, a lounge with a couch. Joseph Goebbels, the fanatical propaganda minister, lives with his family in the Führerbunker, his devotion unshaken. Martin Bormann, Hitler's ruthless secretary, controls access to the Führer, a gatekeeper in a world of paranoia. General Helmuth Weidling, Berlin's defense commander, bears the impossible task of holding the city against overwhelming odds. And then there's Heinrich Himmler, the SS chief, whose secret actions will soon shatter the bunker's fragile trust. These figures, trapped in this concrete tomb, navigate a landscape of suspicion where betrayal lurks around every corner. As dawn breaks on April 29th, no light reaches the bunker's depths. The day begins with a shockwave. A BBC radio report, intercepted by the bunker's communications team, reveals that Himmler, Hitler's trusted deputy, has been secretly negotiating peace with the Allies. Hitler is incandescent with rage. In the map room, his shouts echo off the concrete, cursing Himmler's treachery as the worst betrayal he's ever known. He orders Himmler's arrest and the execution of anyone involved. The bunker's atmosphere shifts from tense to chaotic. Aides whisper nervously, guards tighten their grip on rifles, and the already strained trust among Hitler's inner circle frays further. This betrayal confirms Hitler's deepest fears. His empire, and now his loyalists, are slipping away. Amid this turmoil, General Weidling arrives at the bunker's first checkpoint. A battle-hardened commander, he faces 3 layers of security to reach Hitler. At the Führerbunker's entrance, a soldier scrutinizes his papers. General Weidling, Berlin Defense Command. He declares, his voice firm but urgent. The guard taps a code, and the hermetic seal hisses open. Weidling steps into the Führerbunker, passing the humming air purification system and a near-empty pantry. Berlin's siege has starved the bunker's supplies. At the second checkpoint, guarding the Führerbunker's entrance, another soldier demands, "State your business." Weidling's reply is sharp. For the Führer's ears only. After a tense phone call, he surrenders his pistol and is waved through, the weight of his message pressing heavier with each step. By midday, Weidling reaches the final checkpoint. Wilhelm Burgdorf, a loyal general, intercepts him. "What's so urgent?" Burgdorf demands. Weidling insists. "I must see the Führer now." Berlin is collapsing. Soviet forces are 500 meters away. Ammunition will run out by tomorrow, and airdrops have ceased. A nearby shell shakes the bunker, dust falling from the ceiling as Burgdorf, suspicious, hesitates but relents. Braun, in a simple dress, and Hitler, in his worn uniform, exchange vows as the bunker's staff offers strained congratulations. The moment feels like a fleeting grasp at normalcy amid chaos. But the mood darkens as Weidling steps into the map room. Spreading a map on the cold metal table, he delivers the grim truth. My Führer Berlin will fall within 24 hours. We must escape. Goebbels scoffs. The Führer cannot flee. Hitler, staring at the map, remains silent, then declares, "We stay." He retreats with Braun to their private quarters. At 3 p.m., they make their final choice. Hitler's valet, Heinz Linge, smells gunpowder outside their locked room. With Bormann, he breaks in to find Hitler and Braun dead. Hitler by gunshot, Braun by cyanide. The bunker falls silent. The Führer is gone. The aftermath is swift and grim. SS guards carry the bodies to the Reich Chancellery garden through an emergency exit. With resources scarce, they siphon gasoline from wrecked cars, burn the remains in a shell crater, and cover them with dirt to conceal them. Goebbels, unwilling to surrender, poisons his 6 children, and with Magda, takes his own life. Weidling, choosing survival, surrenders Berlin on May 2, 1945. 5 days later, Germany signs an unconditional surrender. The Führerbunker, once the nerve center of the Third Reich, is later demolished, its secrets buried in rubble. Hitler's final 48 hours were a microcosm of his regime's collapse, marked by betrayal, delusion, and despair. The Führerbunker, a concrete tomb of ideology, witnessed the end of a dark era. What do we take from this? The perils of unchecked power and the devastating cost of fanaticism. Thank you for joining us on this journey into history's shadows. If this story gripped you, share it with a friend, leave a comment, and subscribe for more tales from the past. Until next time, this is the Infinito, signing off.